get on board first, then fix your posture later. Ever had one of those moments? You want to learn a new skill, like Photoshop. You think you gotta collect all the tutorials first and watch them all before you start. But end up hoarding dozens of gigabytes of tutorials and never even install the software. Or you want to start a side hustle, like writing. You tell yourself you gotta polish your writing style and figure out your vibe before posting. But you delete drafts after writing just a few lines and never hit publish once. Or you want to lose weight. You say you'll wait till you buy fancy workout clothes and get a gym membership. But you never buy the clothes, never get the membership, and end up gaining more weight. Truth is, it's not that you don't want to do it, it's that you're stuck in this mindset of wait till I'm ready before I act. But this way of thinking? It's quietly making you miss one opportunity after another. Today, I want to talk about something super important. Always remember, get on board first, then take your time adjusting your posture. What even is get on board first, then adjust your posture? Maybe you're wondering, what does get on board first even mean? Simple. It means when you want to do something, or when an opportunity comes up, don't wait for everything to be perfect. Even if you're not fully prepared, even if you think, I'm not good enough yet, just start. Just step through the door, and then as you go, adjust and improve based on what's actually happening. Like, if you want to make short videos, you don't need to master editing or write a flawless script first. Grab your phone, shoot a 15-second clip, even if the footage is shaky and your lines are awkward. Just post it. That's getting on board. After posting, check who watched it, who liked it, and what people are saying in the comments. If someone says the audio's too quiet, next time you add a mic. If someone says the content's all over the place, next time you pick a clearer topic. That's adjusting your posture. It's not about randomly messing around, it's about getting moving. A lot of the time, the thing holding you back from your goal isn't preparation, it's the courage to start. It's like if you want to go somewhere. Even if you haven't mapped out the best route or packed all your bags, getting on a bus heading in that direction is way better than standing there overthinking, should I go or not? At least you're moving toward your goal. Why do we keep waiting to be ready? You might be thinking, if getting on board first helps me grab opportunities, why do I still keep waiting to be ready? It's not your fault. Blame your brain's natural, protective instinct. Back in the Stone Age, humans faced tons of dangers, like wild animals or unknown environments. Back then, observe first, act later, and prepare fully before jumping in made sense. One wrong move could get you killed. So your brain developed a habit. It hates uncertainty, and it loves that everything's ready feeling because it thinks that's safe. But now, we live in the modern world, not a jungle. Most of the time, if you jump in without being fully ready, the worst that happens is you don't do it perfectly, not that you'll get hurt. But your brain hasn't caught up to that. It still sees acting without being ready as dangerous and scares you with stuff like you're not ready yet or this will fail to make you freeze up. The result? That instinct that used to protect us? Now it's a roadblock holding us back. It's like when you want to learn to ride a bike. Your brain keeps saying you haven't got balance yet, you'll fall and hurt yourself. But if you never get on the bike, you'll never learn to balance. Only when you sit on it, even if you fall a few times, you'll slowly get the hang of it. Don't get tricked by perfectionism, it's just avoidance. A lot of people mix up waiting to be ready with striving for perfection. They think, I gotta do it perfectly before I start. But here's the thing, most so-called perfectionism is just an excuse to be scared of failing. Because deep down, you know, if you never start, you can never fail. If you keep preparing, you can tell yourself, I haven't started yet, so it's okay that I'm not good at it right now. But the problem is, perfection is impossible to reach. Today you think, I'll start when I'm 80% ready. When you hit 80%, you'll think, wait, 90% is better. When you hit 90%, you'll want to push for 100%. There's never a I'm finally ready day. It's like someone who want to write a book. They think, I gotta read 100 books first to write something good. So they read one after another, but never pick up the pen. Because the more they read, the more they think, I still don't know enough. They're always preparing, never starting. That kind of perfectionism? It's just self-deception. It makes you think you're working hard to prepare, but really, you're just avoiding taking action. Real, striving for quality is make something first, then make it better. Fake perfectionism is I'm scared I'll mess up, so I won't even try. The difference is like someone who wants to paint. The first person says, I'll paint a picture. Even if it's ugly, I'll fix it next time. The second person says, I'm scared it'll be bad, so I'll never pick up a brush. In the end, the first might become a painter, while the second stays just someone who wants to paint. Taking action is the best preparation there is. You might say, what if I jump in without preparing and mess up really bad? But have you thought about this? Taking action is the best preparation you can get. When you're preparing, all you're doing is thinking about what I think will happen. It's all just guesswork. Only when you take action do you face real problems, get real feedback, and actually grow. For example, if you want to be in sales, you can read all the sales skill books and think you know it all. But once you actually talk to customers, you'll realize the lines from the book don't work on them, or customers ask questions I never even thought of. Those real problems? You'd never figure them out no matter how many times you prepare at home. And solving those problems? That's how you grow the fastest. You might freeze up and can't speak on your first customer call. On the second, you'll talk more smoothly. On the third, you'll handle their questions. That's progress from taking action. On the flip side, if you never act and just keep learning and thinking, all you'll ever have is other people's experience, not your own skills. It's like watching someone swim. You can watch all the tutorials and learn all the tricks, but you'll never know how to swim till you get in the water. You'll a few times feel how your body floats and slowly get the hang of it. Taking action is that getting in the water part. Without it, even the perfect preparation is useless. The key to getting on board first, set a minimum viable bar. Getting on board first doesn't mean acting recklessly or doing whatever without thinking. It means setting a minimum viable bar, basically, the lowest standard you need to meet to get started. You don't need perfection, you just need something that works, is usable, and adds a little value. Like, if you want to sell breakfast, you don't need to rent a store, buy a full set of equipment, or create a dozen menu items first. Your minimum bar could be make one type of sandwich at home, set up a small stand outside your neighborhood in the morning, and sell a few. If you want to start a WeChat public account, you don't need to master fancy formatting or write like a professional author. Your minimum bar could be write a 500-word short article, format it simply and neatly, and post it so people can see it. Why set a minimum viable bar? Because it helps you start fast. A lot of the time, we're scared to act because we set the starting bar too high. We think, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it this well. Then we see how high that bar is and give up right away. The minimum viable bar lowers that bar so much that you can reach it with a little effort, making it easy to take that first step. And once you start, you'll realize it's not as hard as you thought. You might even naturally want to make it better as you go. That's the motivation you get from being on board. Like, when you start selling sandwiches from a stand, you sell 5 on the first day, then think, can I sell 10 tomorrow? So you start figuring out how to make the sandwiches tastier or how to chat more with customers. Slowly, your little stand gets better and better. After getting on board, learn to adjust your posture. Getting on board isn't the end. It's more important to adjust your posture afterward. Because that minimum viable bar you started with is definitely not perfect. Only by adjusting based on feedback can you get better. So how do you adjust? The core is look at feedback. Where does feedback come from? It could be other people's opinions, like if someone says your sandwich is too salty, you use less salt next time. It could be market reactions, like if your sandwiches sell well on weekdays, but not weekends, you switch to a different product on weekends. It could be data, like if one of your WeChat articles gets lots of reads, you write more on that topic. If another article gets no reads, you ask why. Is the title bad? Is the content not valuable? The key to adjusting is do it fast. Don't wait till problems pile up to fix them. Fix small issues as soon as you notice them. For example, if your first short video has quiet audio, add a mic to the second one, don't wait for later. If someone says your sandwich is salty one day, adjust the salt the next day. This kind of fast tweaking helps you find the best posture in the shortest time, slowly going from doing it okay to doing it well. If you only get on board, but never adjust, Even if you're first to start, someone who gets on later but knows how to adjust will pass you. It's like two cars leaving at the same time. One stays on the same route no matter if there's traffic. The other changes lanes and adjusts speed based on the road. In the end, the one that adjusts will get to the destination first. Stop making excuses. They're all just self-deception. Let's talk about those common excuses, like, I don't have the skills yet, I'll wait till I learn more. But here's the truth. Not having skills is never a reason to not act. Because skills are built by acting, not learned by waiting. You want to get into social media but think, I don't know how to edit videos? Then learn while you do it. For your first video, use the simplest editing app and make it rough. For the second, learn one new trick, like adding a transition. For the third, learn to color grade. Slowly, you'll get the hang of editing. If you wait till you know how to edit before starting, you'll never learn. Because you'll never have a chance to use those skills, and you'll forget what you learned anyway. Another excuse, I'll wait till conditions are better. Some people want to start a business, but think, I'll wait till I have more money and resources. But conditions are created by acting, not waited for. If you only have 10,000 yuan to start with, do a small cost project first. When you make money, you'll have more capital. If you have no resources at first, you'll meet customers and partners as you work, and then you'll have resources. Waiting for better conditions is like waiting for pie to fall from the sky. It'll never happen. Only action turns no conditions into good conditions. It's like planting a tree. You don't wait for the best soil and fertilizer to plant it. Find a spot where it can take root, bury the seed, water it, and let it get sunlight. Slowly, it'll sprout and grow. The good soil and fertilizer? You'll improve those as you take care of the tree. Opportunities don't wait. Don't let hesitation hold you back. Another super important thing, opportunities don't wait for anyone. The world changes so fast now. When an opportunity comes, it might only have a window of a few months, even a few weeks. If you hesitate and say, I'm not ready, by the time you are, the opportunity will be long gone. Take short videos a few years ago, for example. A lot of people thought, I'm not ready yet, I'll wait till others figure it out, then learn. But by the time they were ready, the people who started early already had millions of followers, and the market was almost saturated. It was way harder to break in after that. Opportunities are like buses. You see one coming, but you hesitate, I haven't packed my bags yet, I'll wait till I'm done. The bus won't wait for you, it'll just drive away. You don't know how long you'll have to wait for the next one, or if there will even be a next one. So when an opportunity comes, get on board first. Even if your bags aren't packed, you can fix that once you're on. If you don't get on, even the neatest bags are useless. You'll never get to your destination. And here's the thing, opportunities often hide in imperfect starts. A lot of the time, you think, I'm not ready for this opportunity, but the truth is, no one else is ready either. Who acts first, grabs the opportunity first, and gains experience first. It's like two people who can't swim. They both see a lifebuoy in the river. The one who jumps in first gets the lifebuoy. The one who hesitates, I'll wait till I learn to swim first, ends up watching someone else take it. Take action now. These steps help you get on board. I've talked a lot, so how do you actually get on board? Here are a few simple steps you can try right now. Pick one thing you've been wanting to do but haven't started. It doesn't have to be big, learning English, starting a side hustle, losing weight, learning to cook. The key is it's something you've thought about for ages but never acted on. Set a minimum viable bar for it. For example, if you're learning English, memorize 10 words a day. Don't worry about spelling, just recognize them. If you're starting a side hustle, spend 1 hour a day posting one promotional message. If you're losing weight, walk for 20 minutes a day, no running, just a slow walk. Remember, keep the bar so low you can't make an excuse not to do it. Ignore the thought of, it's not good enough. Tell yourself, just do it for 7 days first. Don't think about sticking with it long term, just do it for 7 days, even if it's bad. This way, the pressure is way lower and it's easier to start. For example, if you want to write, don't think, I'll write a viral post. Think, I'll write 7 short articles, even if each is only 300 words. After doing it each day, spend 5 minutes jotting down feedback. What did you do today? What problems did you run into? How can you fix them next time? For example, if you're memorizing words, I memorized 10 today, but I forgot 3. Next time, I'll write those 3 down and look at them more. If you're walking, I walked 20 minutes today and felt tired. Next time, I'll walk 15 minutes. Adjust the next day's action based on that feedback. Don't wait till you figure out the perfect fix. Adjust a little bit when you notice a problem. For example, if you forgot words, change how you memorize them. If walking tired you out, cut down the time. Slowly, you'll find it gets easier and easier, and you'll want to keep doing it even without forcing yourself. These steps seem simple, but once you start, you're already on board. A lot of the time, we don't need fancy methods, we just need that push to start. Once you take that first step, the rest gets smoother. Take action and anxiety will disappear. A lot of people are scared to act because they're worried about anxiety, scared they'll mess up, scared people will laugh at them, scared they'll get no results. But here's the thing, taking action is the best way to ease anxiety. Have you noticed? When you keep thinking about something but never do it, you get more and more anxious. Why haven't I started yet? I'll be too late if I keep this up. Everyone else is doing so well, I'll never catch up. But once you start acting, your focus shifts from thinking to doing. You'll think, I haven't memorized my words today, or I haven't walked yet, and suddenly, the anxiety fades. For example, if you want to lose weight, thinking, what if I keep gaining weight, makes you anxious. But when you start walking 20 minutes a day, your focus becomes, did I walk 20 minutes today? And the anxiety goes away. Plus, when you see yourself doing something every day, even if it's small, you feel a sense of accomplishment. I memorized 10 words today, better than yesterday. I walked 20 minutes today, I didn't slack off. That sense of accomplishment makes you want to keep going, creating a positive cycle. Act, feel accomplished, act more. On the flip side, the more you wait, the more anxious you get. Time keeps passing, but you're doing nothing. You watch others make progress while you stay stuck, and that only makes you more worried and stressed. It's like standing still watching people run. The more you watch, the more you feel left behind. Instead, just start running. Even if you're slow, you're still moving forward. Final thought, there's no perfect start, only perfection after you start. At the end of the day, the core of get on board first, then adjust your posture isn't about being reckless. It's about understanding this. There's no such thing as a perfect start, only perfection that comes after you start. No one is born knowing how to do everything. The people who seem amazing didn't start out that way. They just had the courage to get on board first, then learned how to adjust their posture and do things well along the way. You don't have to be scared of messing up or making mistakes. Mistakes are part of acting, and adjusting is part of improving. Right now, take a second to think. Is there something you've been wanting to do but haven't started? Stop waiting for being ready or better conditions. Right now, set a minimum viable bar for it and take that first step. The bus is already here, don't hesitate. Get on board. Remember, opportunities only go to those brave enough to get on board first. Growth only belongs to those brave enough to take action. If you get on board now, the future you will thank the you who had the courage to act today.